Welcome to my channel React Native Code. Today we are creating a native module for calling a login API by using the Retrofit library in React Native. So let's start. Click on let's start button, then it's showing the sign up screen. Click on sign in button, then we are showing the sign in button. Okay, so when user click on sign in button, we are calling the login API, and after that we are showing the welcome screen. So let's start with the coding part. So here we have a sign in screen. So first, when user click on the sign in button, we are calling hand on press method. In that method we are validating the phone number and the password. If these fields are empty, then we are showing the alert message. If these fields are not empty, then we are calling fetch login API method. After that, we have a native module network request. We are importing this method from the native module. Inside the network request method, we have a get login API method, which basically calling a retrofit library and provide some data and its required phone number and the password. If the API not provide the response, then we are showing the alert message, and if the API provide the successful response, then we are converting JSON stringify into the JSON parse. After that, we are checking the status is true, then we are saving our data into the context API, and then we are navigate to the home screen. So how to create a native module in Android? So let's start. Go to your Android Studio. First you need to install Retrofit library. Go to build.gradle file, and now you need to install Retrofit library here, and after that you need to click on the sync button, and then go to your app package. Inside this, Kotlin plus Java package is there, and then com.voshco package I have. Then you need to create your own package. I created a native module. So let's start from the new. I'm going to delete the social login. Suppose go new and click on the package. Now you need to provide your package name like this. I create a social. Inside the social, we need to create a two files. First file we need to create Java file like social login module. Then inside this another file you also need to create. Go to Java file social login package. Okay, like this. After creating these two files, sorry for the mistake of the package name. Go to your module file, then you need to extend React context based Java module. After you creating, click on this and implement the suggested get name method. In this method, you need to pass your module name just like this, social login, and after that you need to create a constructor, copy, public, paste. Inside this super method we are calling, then you need to pass application context. Now we need to create a instance. We are passing this instance to the super, and if you want to show the toast message, so it's required you need to pass the context inside this. So we need to create a global context, and now we are passing our React application context to the context instance. Then suppose we are doing the login with the Facebook. So now we are creating the React method like this. Again, now we need to create a method like Facebook login. Inside this, we are passing the user token, first parameter, and second parameter is the promise which we are returning. Now create their object. Now we need to create a try catch methods. If the login Facebook login API is successful, then it will return their response into the resolve promise.resolve, and if we are facing any issue, then we are returning the promise.reject and returning their error. Inside your try method, you can return the promise.resolve, and you can return any response like login success. And also you can show the toast message by importing the toast dot make toast. Inside it you need to pass your context, then your message like login success. After that, toast timing we also need to provide toast dot length, and for showing the toast show method is required. And after that we create the Facebook method. After we creating, now we need to create our login sign in package method. Sorry again for the spelling mistake. Now you need to implement react package. Now it's providing some suggestion. Go implement all these methods. After implementing, go to the create native modules, remove this code. Now we need to create our list. List native modules. Now we need to create our instance equals to new array. That's it. Then we need to add our modules. Inside this we need to add our module name, new. Our module name is social login module. It's required the application context. That's it. Now we need to return our modules. After you are returning your module, we need to register our module into the main application file. Go to main application file, and here you need to import your login registration package here. I already added, but let's remove this again. I'm showing from the initials. Add social. Sorry, it's not providing any suggestion. Why? Now it's showing. So you need to pass your package name here only. That's it. Now for using the login social login package, go to your module, copy this name. Suppose we are calling the social login Facebook login API here, so just like you can do result equals to await, paste here dot, and then social login method you need to pass, and it's required the token, user token you need to pass like token. After that you need to import this from the native modules. Then you can easily use this method and provide their responses. So now you know how to create a native module. There is a two way to using the native module by the listeners, and by the callback method, and by the promise method. Now our topic is how to implement retrofit for the login API. So let's go to the native module folder which I already created. In this folder you guys need to create a API client file. So here we need to create a static method get retrofit. In this method you need to pass your base URL of the API and returning their instance. After that Again, you need to create a user service method, and inside this we are using our get retrofit method and passing our class inside this and returning the user service instance. After that, you need to create user service interface class. Go inside this. Here I need to remove this again. So here you need to create your post type and get type methods. Basically right now we implemented a login API here. So for the login API you need to create a model files inside this, and in the model file getter setter files you need to create. After you creating the getter setter files, you can use this into your my network request packages. So let's start. We have another file. We have another API, registration API. Let's go. Suppose I'm copy this. Let's copy this and paste here and copy the endpoint of the API. Paste it there. Now we need to create the response getter setters. Go there and suppose a new ID I'm creating here. Okay, now copy this response. Go to the model package, click right click new, and you have to see generate Pojo from the JSON. Click on this and paste your response here. After that you need to create the getter setters, and you also have to select the JSON file, then click on generate. So it will generate your request request file here, but we are returning the response, so again we need to do this, remove this file. Okay, again go generate, paste. Now change this response, response. Okay, then click on generate. Then it will create a registration response getter and setters. It's very easy. You just need to go Android Studio, go to preferences, and then you need to go the plugins, and here you need to write the Pojo. Then it will show multiple plugins. So for generating model class, I'm using the Robo Pojo generate plugin. You can also use this plugin or any other plugin you want to use. Then we need to create the request model class. Click again the right click, go to the generate Pojo and click on this setter and getters. Click on this. Oh, sorry, one mistake again I'm doing. Go there, new, paste this. Now we need to change this to the request. request. Okay. Now it will create two files, registration request and the registration response. Now you have to go user file, and here we need to change this registration response, and here we need to change this to registration request. Registration request. RE. Okay. Also we need to remove this REG. Then we need to create their instance. Simple. After creating the post method for creating a new records, in so let's go to your model file, go to your network request module file. I already create a login method here. User need to pass the phone number and password. After that we are returning the promise resolve inside this. If the API login successfully work, then it will provide their response.body. We are checking if it is success and the body is not equal to null, then we are converting this body JSON into the JSON string file response by using the new JSON class. So same thing we need to do. So let's go to there. Here we need to do the same things. Let's try catch method we are creating. So if any errors is shown, so we can handle this and our application will not crash. Promise dot reject. Here you can show the error dot get message. Then we need to use our class registration. We can directly copy this code and paste it here. Simply copy and go to there and paste. We need to change this name to the registration request, and here also we need to change copy paste. Now we need to change this name to registration request, copy and remove these all fields. Paste dot set username. Inside this you need to pass the name. Again we need to do the same thing, copy, then paste, then paste. Then you need to change to this phone number, then change to password. Inside this we need to pass the phone number, and inside this we need to pass the password. After you doing this, then we need to call a registration response method, registration response, and we need to create registration instance callback method. And now we need to call the our class API client, which directly call the get user interface. Now here we need to change with registration method. Go to the service file, and you see we have a two method with the same name, so we need to change this user registration. Then copy this name into this, and again you need to paste here. Now you need to pass the request parameters by passing the instance of this copy. Again you need to pass here. That's it, it's very easy. Now we need to call our this callback method and enqueue just like this. Then it's calling call new call method, I think is there. Yes, this method you just need to write, and it will provide two methods, on response and on failure. If your API is successfully called, then it will provide a response into this method. Otherwise it will call on failure method. Again we just need to do the same thing, copy and paste here, and in this you need to pass the T and get the messages, and same thing you need to do here, promise dot resolve, and inside this you need to pass your response. Because we are not able to get the response into the stringify, so there is one way you can directly just pass the particular field. Like if you want to pass the username only, so you can use the get name method, and if you want the all response into the native side, you just need to write new json and then dot to json, and then you just need to pass your response dot body. That's it. Then it will provide their response to your react native side method. Just you need to do this. Let's go to the react native code here, copy this code. Then we need to implement this method into the sign up screen. Go to the sign up screen. Here we have, so we are commenting this code. Then you need to paste here network request. We need to import this from the native modules, copy, and here you need to write native modules, and now we need to import this const network request is equal to native modules, simple. After that you can use this, and inside this go to your Android Studio and pass your registration API method. We are passing here. Now it's required the phone number. Go to your Android Studio. The first parameter is phone number, the password, and the phone name. 3 parameters sequentially you need to pass here: phone number, then password, then name. Okay, then it will provide their response, so you can check your response into the console.log, like here. Just we are consoling response. Same here we need to do console.log response, and inside this we are checking our response. Now let's go to the simulator. What is happening here? So after you reloading, you again need to run your Android project, because we are doing some changes into the native side. So you need to click on run this command. If any error is show, then your application is not running. So guys, thank you for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe more. Don't underestimate power of the React Native developer.